So there is this one issue that a lot of people have actually overlooked, and by overlooking it, it has caused unaliving, frustration, depression, and regret for a lot of young youth and a lot of young adults, because this is something that we have actually overlooked to the extent that it is now in our day-to-day life. It is something we actually live with, something that we now embrace as part of us. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about comparison. So comparison might actually sound so harmless, because we literally do it to everything in our life or everything around us, from comparing the food we eat, like comparing rice to beans, to comparing the clothes we wear, to comparing outside people, like comparing people around us, comparing if you're a football star or if you're a football fan, you compare football players, compare fashion artists, you compare what are the name, content creator, you compare actors, then move down to start comparing yourself. So now you can literally see how this spectrum is going from comparing things that are unharmful, because comparing like your food that you eat, I don't think there's anything bad in having preference. Maybe you want rice over beans, or you compare the clothes you want to wear. There is nothing bad. But the thing is that from not paying attention from the little things, it can literally go into the things that actually matters. So I guess a lot of you now will be thinking, how is comparison bad? What is bad about comparison? Yeah, comparison somehow can be good, because when you compare yourself to someone, it means the person is either living, or the person has something, or the person is actually doing something that you admire and you want to actually get for yourself, or you also want to do them for yourself, which seems good, right? Because now you have a target and you have a goal and you have a plan, or you have a direction that you want to actually attain this thing. But at the same time, that thing that is actually making you to compare, that is making you to want to get those things, is also the downfall of a lot of people. And if you are not careful, it can also harm you. So this is actually why comparison is bad. So let's take examples of why comparison is actually, or let us look at the reason why people compare themselves to others. So one reason why a lot of people compare themselves to other people is because probably the person has some characters, or he has some traits, or he has some things that he possesses that you do not possess, or the person can do some things, or the person has acquired some things you've not acquired yet. So now you are now comparing yourself that, okay, this person can do this, I can't do that. This person is making 6 figures, I can't make that kind of money, you get. And one thing a lot of people tend to forget when they are comparing themselves, or they tend to do when comparing themselves, is that one, they overlook the fact that everybody is not the same thing. The fact that somebody did something and it works out for the person, you can try the same thing and it will not even work out for you. Someone can literally give you the blueprint to what he did that makes his life successful, and you try the same thing, it will not work out for you, because the both of you are literally different, and you have different destiny, you have different life, you have different purpose. So these are one of the reasons why comparison is actually going to destroy, or has destroyed, a lot of people. So instead of comparison, what should you actually do? What can you actually do that is going to help you out? The number one thing you should do instead of comparing yourself to other people is, one, ask for help. Ask for help from the person you're actually comparing yourself to, instead of you comparing yourself to them. Ask for help. Ask them, how did they do this? How can you do this? What are the things you should look out for? How can you actually navigate your way through this, or navigate your way through that, instead of you comparing yourself? Now you're asking for help, and it will make your life much more better and make you achieve things much more faster, in a faster rate that you could even plan for. That is one. The second thing you should actually do instead of comparing yourself is to have patience. This is very, very important. There is no good thing in this world, there is no good thing in this life that would not require patience. Anything you're planning, anything you are looking out for, you want to get, would require you to have patience. So you need to have patience. And thirdly, one thing you will not hear from a lot of people, one thing you won't hear elsewhere, is celebrate every little win you make. Celebrate every little win you make. Celebrate every little accomplishment you get. Because when you celebrate every little wins you make, every little accomplishment, that's when you can actually recognize the big wins. Okay, for instance, now you are a content creator. I like using content creator because that's something that actually relates to me, and since it relates to me, it's easier for me to share my experience with you. So let's say you're a content creator and you just started your career in content creation. So you have a goal that, okay, by the end of this year, I want to have 10,000 subscribers, and you're working towards that. So it's almost the end of the year and you've not gotten to 10,000. So, or let's say it's more than half of the year, you've not even gotten to 5,000 subscribers. So now you actually be concerned only by your goal, and you've forgotten how you actually started. You've forgotten that when you started, you don't even know how to compose sentence without making errors. You've forgotten that when you started, you could not edit your videos. You've forgotten that when you started, there were a lot of things that were challenging for you, but now you can easily do them. So now you're only focused on that main goal that you want, and which is actually going to discourage you. But when you celebrate every single win, you buy a smartphone, you celebrate it. Now you can actually make clearer videos. You have a mic, you celebrate it. Now you can actually have better audios. You have one subscriber, you have two subscribers. You celebrate it, because once you start counting from your one, two, that's when you can actually get to 100,000. Celebrate every little wins, because once you do that, it will actually give you the propellant, and to give you the encouragement, to give you the zeal to actually push further, rather than focusing on just the goal you want to attain and go yourself for yourself. So I'm going to employ everybody out there to make sure you stop comparing yourself to other people. You're not the same thing. You all have different destiny. So I hope to see you guys in the next video. Stay happy, stay positive, stay safe, and keep your sanity and your mind safe. All right, see you guys next time. Bye.